So when we have storms, sometimes there are consequences. And one of the consequences was the big fatty turned green. Now, on the positive side, when I got here about, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, the shallow side here was as murky and green as the deep side. So since I've been here, we've already improved a little bit, but yeah, I think that this part of the pool deck just got overwhelmed and upchucked into the pool. So yeah, and this ball got kind of thrashed, but that's clearing up quite a bit. I actually vacuumed here, which is something I never do. I have underneath that, connected to that hose you see there, is the Pentair Rebel, and he's doing his job, and he's actually doing pretty awesome. But yeah, you can't even see him. But when I come back, this pool will be healed, and it does take time. We'll probably have to do another filter clean. The homeowner did a filter clean here yesterday. He's a very, very nice guy, conscientious pool owner. If I could duplicate, have 25 Georges, I would. Okay, so I do 3, soon it'll be 4 pools in this cul-de-sac here, and 3 out of the 4 are built by the same builder, and the builder uses Jandy. Super great pools. I absolutely love them. They always have the Zodiac MX6, but one of the reasons I wanted to show you this pool today is this is the same day that we just got back from the Big Fatty, and the Big Fatty had, you know, everything slid into it, lots of dirt and whatnot. Now this is a brand new pool, brand new landscaping. But here, let me just show you this little teeny weeny wall. You know how important this thing is here. I've talked numerous times about drainage and you know, where to put your drains and what not to do. Look at this. They have a big hill, similar to the other pool in this neighborhood, but they've used this little, now the other pool doesn't have the hill sliding into it either, but I just wanted to use this tiny little wall here. What a great example of what to do, and how to keep your investment safe. Now here we have grass here, not too crazy about grass next to the pool, but if we're gonna do that, which they have a dog, and dogs deserve to go on grass and not, you know, astroturf or whatever you want to call it. I love dogs. Dogs are my life. But yeah, so anyway, this pool doesn't have a spigot in order to evacuate the water, so the homeowner had a hot tub previously, and he used this pump in order to evacuate the water in that, and so he's using it to do that. He just plops that thing right in here, and he'll reduce the water level. Now I'm not going to get rid of any today because we're done with the storms. We have no, in the next 2 weeks, there's no more forecast. This is right up against the coping here, and since I know we're not going to get any more rain, I'm just going to leave it. But you know, how nice is it that I have homeowners that are, you know, just as conscientious as I am. Like I say, I care more about your pool than you do, for sure. But you know, this is a gesture. I always talk about gestures. This is a wonderful gesture. Thank you very much to the customer. And I'm going to let him evacuate the water to his liking. Right now, it's okay. It's to my liking. If he wants to get rid of more, he's certainly welcome to do so. but it's going to warm up in the next couple of days, so we'll probably have a little bit of evaporation. Look at this side suction pool cleaner, acting like a robotic pool cleaner. Did I tell you? Look at that MX6. I mean, these are very steep walls, and he went right up a bit. Well, I mean, maybe it's a she, I don't know. But look at that, he's doing it again. I'm sorry, she's doing it again. He runs into the swim jet, and it's still vertical. Anyway, I could talk about these wonderful pool cleaners all day long. They are part of my Poolman's Bill of Rights. I love this pool, and I'm very honored to serve this family. Okay, next pool here, and this is the pool with the solar array here. Now, I do not see anything leaking out of that. That is good. Okay, well, let's check out what we got going here. This pool, like I said before, it stays really clean. Most pools with child fences stay really clean. Now I can see we've had, oh, here we got, this is our another next lesson in drainage. Okay, so this hill has come down here to the synthetic turf. It has breached over here going, now at least we have at least we have a drain. In fact, we have many drains here, but this hill here, as all hills are, could be problematic. So here we got this one, just you know, this is filling up here. Here's another area where it fills up. Now, I don't see real evidence of this stuff spilling into my body of water here. But yeah, eventually that is gonna happen. You know, it was a pretty bad storm we had here in San Diego. I mean, as storms in San Diego go. Huh. Got mastic there. Never noticed that before. But anyway, we had as bad a storm as we're gonna have here in San Diego a couple days ago, and the pools, a lot of my pools are thrashed, but a lot of them haven't even sustained any damage, and this one hasn't sustained any damage to the pool. But like I say, drainage is super important. I don't know, I have a feeling like maybe the solar guy came over and fixed his solar issue, because right now I see this spillover right here. That spillover is a lot more aggressive than I'm used to seeing. In fact, you can see, look, it's jumping right off look how much room there is between the water and the spa there. So anyway, and the cleaner's running around. It just seems like it's a little higher right now, the RPM, but let's go check it out. We'll get there. Okay, so one of the things that I am super appreciative that my homeowner has done for me, at my request, I asked him, could you please leave the remote here? So now the remote, I can just look at it here and see what the schedules are. I could have, I could just use my iAqualink on my app, but yeah, this is very good, and this allows me to figure out what's going on here, so I'm not guessing. Okay, so we're here at my first customer, Pre-Meta, first one. So come on, just check it out. So yeah, it turned green. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the hill came down into the pool. But you know, you can see, well, you can actually see the floor of the pool, which a couple days ago you couldn't. My customer sent me a photo and it was completely green. You could not see the cleaner on the bottom of the pool. So it's actually continuing to do well. My customer here at this location, he just purchased cartridges for his Quad DE, right? So he has brand new filter cartridges in there, and let me tell you, the performance of this pool has increased at least 30%. Like I've mentioned before, this pool has been plumbed in the lazy man's way, meaning that the skimmer and the cleaner are both plumbed together, which I do not like. But anyway, I love this pool because, well, first off, my homeowner is just one of the most quality individuals you'll ever meet on the planet. So I took this out to let the pool breathe real good here. I'm gonna brush, and look, there's not one thing on the floor of this pool. The cleaner does a fabulous job. It's just, you know, we can't help when the hill slides into the pool. Yeah, so he's got, you know, just like the last pool that I showed you with the little wall, he's got his own little walls as well. But yeah, you can tell that this is where it intrudes over there on the other side of the slide. That's where it comes in. So anyway, we'll brush it and we'll get it done here. But yeah, it just goes to show that even the most solid state pools, like most of my pools are, they can still get intrusion of, you know, dirt and debris, and this is what it's going to do. But don't freak out. That's what the systems of your pool are for, to filter it and to clean it. Yeah, so we'll come back and see what this looks like next week, but I think in a couple of days. This is definitely improved from when I saw the photo a couple days ago. And yeah, I'm sure it's going to just continue to clean up. Okay, last pool of the day. One of my favorite pools, but it's got a lot of water, and believe it or not, there is actually some algae right there. So once again, this is January, and it is time for all of my pools to have their filters cleaned. This pool, they have young kids, and young kids are often little pee-pee kids, and that's okay. This right here, this area is one super ripe with algae here. Look, there's some right there on that wall. I guarantee you there's never any chemicals in this pool. I just did a salt cell clean last week. Okay, so this pool is an example of what can happen when we have knob twisters. Now, I love you guys. You know I do. But the spa bypass valve was almost completely shut off. And so when that happens, that is either the spa is returning too much or not enough. And so, like I just showed you in my last shot here, there was some algae right here. Now there's a return right there. Now they have bar stools here, a swim up bar, and this is an area where algae grows right here. So yeah, I think that they are due for a filter clean. Like I said, they have little kids, so This pool gets used a lot. There is never, ever any extra chlorine in this pool. But, and I did a salt cell clean last week. We have 3,400 parts per million, which is, you know, that's for sure enough for a IC40 to make chlorine. So either way, I added a little liquid here, and we'll see what it's like next week. Gosh, it's a beautiful pool though.